Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the Takadimi rhythms. So think about Takadimi as a way, it's like a solfege system for rhythms. So like how we use do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do for our pitch system, we're going to use Takadimi as a form of counting different rhythms. So if we look here where this pink box is, we're going to call the quarter notes ta. Okay, so every time we have ta, ta, we're kind of counting the quarter note beats. When we get to eighth notes, we're going to break it down so that it becomes toddy, 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 toddy. Okay, so eighth notes, right? It's kind of similar to counting like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're just substituting out the syllables for Takadimi instead. Okay, when we break down the quarter note beat into 4 16th notes, we're going to go takadimi, 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 like that. Okay, and then we have it where there's an 8th note and 2 16th notes, ta-dimi, 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 ta-dimi. Then we have the dotted 8th note, 16th note, ta, mi, ta, mi, ta, mi, ta, mi, ta, mi, ta, mi. And then, you know, if we have longer value notes like half note or whole note, you just hold it for that many count. So ta, 4 beats like that. Okay, so the first step into kind of getting this down is to first learn it in simple 4/4 time. So if I put the metronome on, okay, it's good to just kind of do like a box. Okay, so ta, 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 ta. It's just quarter note beats. Ta, ta, ta. Switching to ta-dee, 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 ta-dee. Then moving up to the 16th note. Takadimi, 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 takadimi. And then trying out the different variations. Ta-dimi, 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 ta-dimi. Dotted 8th note to 16th note. Ta, mi, ta, mi, ta, mi, ta, mi, ta, mi, ta. And if you can conduct while you do this, even better. Okay, and the whole note ta. Okay, so that's how you're going to map this out. Now if you look at this page here, so the first rhythm, so we'd be conducting in 3. So that would be down, out, up, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, 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 ta. Okay, so you can see it's just another way of counting 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, let's take this B example. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta-dee, ta, 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 ta. Ta-dee, 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 ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta. Okay, so these are pretty straightforward. Okay, so if we get here at letter E, hopefully you guys could see this. Okay, so it's ta, ta-dee, dee, ta, dee, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, dee, ta-dee, 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 dee, ta-dee, ta-dee, dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta. So even though we don't have a note right here on this, so if we look at the second measure, the second beat, it's still there. We're still thinking ta-dee, ta, but I'm coming in on the and of that beat, so it's going to be the D part. Ta, dee, ta-dee, like that. Or even the first measure, ta, ta-dee, D. Okay. Let's take a look at F. Ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, dee, ta, dee, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta, dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, dee, ta-dee, ta-dee, dee, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, dee, ta, 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 ta. Okay, so always good to use a metronome with this. If you know kind of the basic units, the different options of how you can break down the quarter note, the easier this will be. So I would recommend, you know, trying to do the takadimi with just the quarter notes. Ta, 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 ta. Then getting into the eighth notes. Ta-dee, 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 ta-dee. Before getting into the 16th notes. Takadimi, 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 takadimi. Okay, so hopefully that helps.